Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. You already know what it is. Another VIDICLE. Let's get it popping, man. Now, first and foremost, I want to enlighten you guys on something, because this is real crazy. And if this comes true, Ubisoft, Konami, thank you very much for creating one of the most amazing games. If you guys go through with this would be crazy. Now, the title of the VIDICLE is Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher, the game. Ubisoft agrees. Now, what's so crazy about this is that at the event, when you saw me doing the interview with Splinter Cell, doing the push-ups, doing the interview and everything, you know, there's other things that took place at this event. Now, what's so crazy about it is that Ubisoft actually loved the idea of having, you know, Sam Fisher versus Solid Snake. And how this came about was in an exclusive interview that was done with me and a few others, but we couldn't put this particular thing on camera because certain things was revealed that's not supposed to be revealed yet. Alright? But check this out. This is the deal. This was pretty interesting. Now, when the whole thing came about with Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher, the reason why it came about was because of Halo and Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto. These are like the biggest games the industry has ever seen, and Ubisoft was talking about that they want to have a game like that, and they felt that Sam Fisher would be a good guy to do it. And then I was saying, you know what? Sam Fisher versus Solid Snake will be an even bigger idea. Come to find out, the actual creative director behind a few games that Ubisoft has put out, the idea was sent to him. It was proposed to him, and he agreed and loved the idea. And I'm not sure what's going on currently at the moment, but what's crazy about it is that they're actually attempting to talk to Konami to see if they can make this happen. Now, the good thing about it is that all Konami has to do is agree to it too, and we can see our very first Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher. This would be huge for the industry. Huge for the industry. So first of all, comments. Let me know what you guys think, and would you get involved with a game that involves Solid Snake and Sam Fisher? Alright, that's the first thing. Now, along with the first thing, just to let you guys know, the whole ordeal with Ubisoft and Konami can actually work because Hideo Kojima has taken a liking to some of the things that Ubisoft has done and some of the characters they've created. So moving on to my next point, second point is this. The story. This is the main thing. The story could actually take place with Sam Fisher and Solid Snake being enemies, right? But then so-called something happens and they wind up working together to take down this big giant espionage corporation and everything. Like they was bamboozled into doing something that they weren't supposed to do. Then they wound up stop being enemies. It's like these is the things that was actually talked about and mentioned and proposed. These are the things that Ubisoft side agreed on, y'all. This is crazy right here. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted to put that out because the more you guys show your support for it, the more it could come. Now, here's the good news and the bad news. The good news, like I was saying earlier in my first point, is that it can happen. I wouldn't even say the bad news. It's just that it won't happen this generation. If it will happen and it goes forth because of certain projects that's ahead and trademarking and other things and working together with another company like that, this is the type of title that will debut on the next systems, like the next PlayStation and the next Xbox, which will be even crazier because imagine the power then. It's going to be insane. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. Now, the next thing that I want to touch on, the third thing, which will enlighten you guys as well to something, is that they feel in their hearts, especially Ubisoft, since they jumped on it first, that this game will propel their name as a developer and their name as a Sam Fisher, franchise with that name in it, to Halo and Grand Theft Auto, that type of status. Now, I know it's kind of funny because it's like Sam Fisher can't achieve that on its own, and truthfully, it's not that it can't, but it hasn't, and it never did. and going at the rate that it's going, it's always gonna sell well, but not as big as that. You see what I'm saying? And Solid Snake has always been like a direct competitor ever since Splinter Cell ever hit the market. You see what I'm saying? It was like the best, you know, compliment to what Solid Snake has already been about for years. So now to see them possibly together would be that much more epic. Now when you think about Metal Gear selling like 5 million on its own and Splinter Cell selling like 4 or 5 million on its own too, what do you got when you put that together? You got Halo numbers, you got Grand Theft Auto numbers. And obviously this game is going to be supposedly multi-platform. So this is huge right here, and I know it's kind of jumping ahead of things, but these is things that was said and spoke about, so I'm just delivering the news for you guys, so you guys can be up on it, you know, so when the time come, you can be that much more excited all over again, but still support it, because it's crazy. Now the next thing I want to say is this. Hideo Kojima, we all seen the trailer of Altair, and Altair actually playing a role as Solid Snake. And one of the, you know, inspirations behind that was because the likeness of the character. Well, come to find out, Konami also has a likeness in Sam Fisher. You see what I'm saying? And Konami actually appreciate what Sam Fisher is because it represents what Solid Snake is all about, but with its own little difference in, you know, flavor to what that series has, you know, given to us as gamers. See what I'm saying? So that right there is another reason why Konami is actually interested, but we don't know anything yet. But in terms of Ubisoft, they actually agree and are willing, at least willing, to work on this. So us as the game community need to get behind that and push that if we really want to see the light of day of this potential title. You know what I'm saying? That'll be huge right there. Now, at first, during this particular conversation, it was supposedly have been an exclusive title, meaning that whichever system, you know, whichever dev kits or whatever comes first, they're going to rock with that. But then, further along the conversation, the reason why things changed is because they feel that this experience should be given to all gamers. And not all gamers are going to have this, and not all gamers are going to have that. Some gamers stick with one, and that's it. So, overall, this should be huge. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Solid Snake versus Splinter Cell. Being enemies and everything, in this particular game, do you believe they can coexist? Yes or no? Also, do you think this game can be as big as the Halos and Grand Theft Autos of the world? And thirdly, do you actually think we will see the light of day in this title if the demand is high enough in the community? So it's up to you guys, but just to let you know, Ubisoft already got the green light on it. See what I'm saying? So we gotta see what Konami says if they decide to do it. But most of all, Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher. Who do you think would win? Who do you think is the better character? Who do you think is the better fighter? All of these things, leave your comments, let me know what you think, because this right here is huge. Alright, so big shout out to Ubisoft, big shout out to Konami. And before I close this out, right, there's been a few things that's been recently released. One is the God of War 3 bundle for Europe, but it's also coming to America. And also that Halo Reach leaked footage, that little footage that they, you know, had show running on YouTube. Well, in that particular title that was on in 4G, they spoke about not just the multiplayer beta, but the single player mission within that beta. Confirmed. I'm just here to tell you, if you don't remember, your boy Hip Hop Gamer confirmed both of those things first. So as a reminder, let's roll this footage, and then I'll see you on my next video. One love, God bless to everybody out there that's supporting. Thank you. Join the site, join the forums. You know what it is. All the people out there that's hating, thank you, because I know you're my biggest fans anyway. One love, God bless. Thank you. Peace. No. Halo Reach, the beta that's coming, is supposed to feature a co-op mode and a single player mission. Now the single player mission is not the full single player mission. It's like a little bit of the single player mission, but it's supposed to feature that and co-op. Is going to have a bundle, you know, like for March 2010 when you know, with the PS3 Slim. I'm here to tell you, to confirm it, that there is a God of War 3 bundle coming, but it is limited because they actually I don't think any words is going to be on the console, but it's supposed to be a picture of Kratos' face on the PS3 Slim, and the color of the PS3 Slim is supposed to be gray. It's supposed to have like a grayish look with Kratos' face on it. So that's what I know right now. I'm not sure in terms of more details. I'm not sure what gig system they're going to use, but at this moment I can confirm that there is a God of War 3 bundle in the works with a customized system, but it is limited. So I just